Welcome to Jumpers for Goalposts, your weekly non-league programme for the Midlands. Got plenty of clips for you this evening, but firstly, I must apologise to Sea Hunters Football Club. We were due to film there today. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to make it. The grandchildren have given me the lurgy. Yes, share and share alike, as that's what kids do. So let's start with the FA Trophy. We will be at Sea Hunters next week, by the way. Let's start with the FA Trophy and a great result for Stafford Rangers at home to South Shields. Here are the highlights, courtesy of South Shields TV. A great result there for Stafford Rangers, and they now travel to Gainsborough Trinity in the third qualifying round. Hensford Town against Cleethorpes Town was another game we picked out last week. Hensford unfortunately bowing out of the competition in midweek, losing at the Bradley Stadium. But here are the highlights from their 1-1 draw last Saturday at Keys Park.
Let's welcome on to Keys Park, led by Chief Secretary of the Taylor, the Pitmen. And today's visitors, Remembrance Town.
poor result there for the Pitmen. They'll be disappointed to be knocked out by Cleethorpes. Now, Alvechurch hosted Colville Town. Here are the highlights, and again another disappointing afternoon for one of our local sides.
Have some water. Come on, son!
Not a great weekend for our sides in the FA Trophy, and good luck to those still in the competition in the third qualifying round. It is a big one, and if you can get through that round, you could face a National League side. Great weekend in the FA Vase, and first mention has to go to Coleshill Town, last season's beaten semi-finalist. 1-1 at home to Blaby and Whetstone Athletic from the East Midlands Counties League. They then had a player sent off. This was in, I think it was in the 37th minute. Is that going to cause an upset? Not in the slightest. 8-1 it finished to the Colemen. Jordan Adat getting a double hat-trick. Yes, 6 goals. Well done, Jordan. Tie of the round anywhere in the country was at the Asprey Arena. High-flying sides in the Midland Premier League. Sporting Calcer hosting Bromsgrove Sporting. Here are the highlights from Sporting TV.
On the box! Crack him in! It's a box! That's a box! Hey, boy! Johnny! Now, ref! Crack him in! Crack him in! That's it! Please, deliver! Push them out! Fucking hell, ref! Team goal! Down the free! Johnny! Second ball again! Hey, run over! Blow the wrong side! Johnny, get out! Picture!
See you in a bit, Dan. See you in a bit. Oh, yeah.
Win!
He's going to stand there. Run out.
Clean sheet, back four! Get more now!
The back Oh, John. Go, boy. Go, John. Go forward.
Come on, boys! What a force with them, boys!
Stand on his feet, let him go past him. He's going to the corner flag. The lights aren't going.
We need! Jet station go!
Come on!
A great result there for Bromsgrove Sporting in what was a very, very tight game. Now there was an 8-goal thriller at Siltmore Lane when Brockton hosted Shepshed Dynamo. Here are the highlights courtesy of Dynamo TV.
Come on! Go on, Ashley! Yeah! Oh! Come on! Come on!
2 minutes, number 8.
Bowled near in a fortnight against West Brom. So I'll have a ride there, no?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm into it now.
it must be the best supporter from there.
Oh, right.
If you're local,
Tell you what I did see, not coming to stop, I forgot to do last week's swing glove. The girls up on the car now. It was just on about clothes up and
Hey, what's going on here? Oh, come on, lads.
Yeah! Defending again!
told you not to get
Defending again!
Told you not to get
Unbelievable!
Goal on, 8 minutes for Brockton, on the line.
No! No!
Well done, lads. You got that one. Hang on.
Stand! Stand!
Oh, block line 2.
Let him go another one.
49th-minute goal, and he scores again. It's Paul McMahon.
Fucking match all the different gravy scenarios. Fanciers!
How was that not to foul?
I don't know. I got it back.
Good effort.
Smile!
Goal for Shepshed, scored by Michael.
Michael, smile!
Cosmos! Who's doing throw? Josh! Josh!
Just to let you know, next home game is Tuesday night versus Walsall Wood here at Walsall.
An excellent win there for Shepshed, and they face Wolverhampton Sporting Community in the third round. Now, Coventry United went on the goal trail when they travelled to Farley Way to face Quorn. Here are the highlights courtesy of Coventry United TV.
The referees lead the players onto the pitch here at Farley Way for this eagerly anticipated FA Vase match. When it comes to the FA Vase and Coventry United, you're pretty much guaranteed the spectacle. The last two matches, the Red and Greens have needed a late winner to seal progression to the next round. Will they need such antics today? We'll have to wait and see as we get set for Quorn versus Coventry United in the FA Vase right here on Coventry United TV. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be joining Quorn AFC and Coventry United Football Club in a minute's silence to commemorate the brave men and women who sadly lost their lives fighting for our country. Starting and ending on the referee's whistle. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. Can you actually put that right today? Kind of swung in, head towards goal by Rob Prinzel. Well, what about that? 1 minute in, and Rob Prinzel, who's recalled to the first team lineup today, has capped up his return to first team football within 60 seconds with the opening goal. Well, can you get better than that? Welcome back, Rob Prinzel. The friendly on the line couldn't keep it out. Destination top corner. Destination found. Quorn 0, Coventry United 1. We barely had a minute on the clock. The first attacking move of the match. United take the lead. Here's Craig Reed. Launches towards the left-hand side. Lewis Rankin onto it. Tom James making the overlap. Rankin may go alone. Rankin will strike one. Oh, what about that? 2 goals in 2 minutes. 127 seconds gone at Farley Way. Coventry United lead by 2 goals to 0. Lewis Rankin giving Coventry United an impressive advantage. There was no stopping that. The Quorn goalkeeper Liam Sharp diving low, trying to get a hand on it just out of reach, and Lewis Rankin is on the score sheet once again, and already you have to say Quorn are going to have to go something to get back into this one. It was Piggin's cross that resulted in a corner for Coventry, which got them the first goal. Into the area for Chris Cox. Oh, he's headed it over the stand. From that sort of distance, Chris Cox is the one man you wanted on that ball. Woodward, a nice little volley pass by Mitch Piggin onto the right hand side for Chris Cox, and another one by Piggin, trying to find Lewis Rankin this time. Look at that, brilliant passing accuracy from Mitch Piggin. He does tricks as well. Lewis Rankin tries one, Rankin! Oh, what a goal! Oh my goodness me! You have just seen one of the goals of the season from Lewis Rankin. Well, firstly, you've got to say, Mitch Piggin lays laser-guided accuracy with that passing. But Lewis Rankin, with a Rankin rocket straight into that top corner. One word, wow.
That was brilliant, son.
Well, Lewis Rankin wasn't happy that he didn't win goal of the month last month. I think he's got it tied down after that.
Goals all silver.
Given to Coventry United and the Coventry United fans who have made their way over to Farley away. They're certainly in good spirits, and they've got good reason to be in good spirits.
I bet that's how we do it now.
Olcott in the centre circle for Quorn AFC. Malonga free on the right hand side. Evans wants it through, offside, claims by the defenders, but it's gone past Morris. It's cleared off the line by Kyle Barnett. Rich Morris, with his arms outstretched, asking the linesman, where was the flag? Well, once again, just like the Calcer match last weekend, United believing that it was offside and just stopping. It's like they just put a red light on the traffic lights. Prinzel. Brennan slides in, takes the ball away, but it's easy pickings for Tom James. Look at that, dancing away from the top scorer for Quorn, and plays a nice little 1-2 between himself and Rob Prinzel. Oh, this is champagne football from Coventry United. Rankin eggs the space out wide for Craig Reid, but it's down the left for Mitch Piggin on the opposite side. Cuts in, Piggin, away from the challenge of Olcott, towards Craig Reid, the far post, brilliant save! The feet of Sharp denying Craig Reid. What does Reid have to do to score a goal? Gorman, Malonga's got a bit of space on the right hand side. Ashungba wants it forward. It's over Tom James. Ashungba, out comes Morris. Good stop, and Morris has been taken out. Can Quorn get the shots away? Morris able to backtrack to his line. Malonga's cross, and over the crossbar by Brennan. The best move that Quorn have mustered for about half an hour. Rankin picks up the ball from Ashungba. It's Glasgow in the area. Tommy Glasgow! Well, it's just a day for amazing goals. Tommy Glasgow picks out a corner and fires it in. Wembley, here we come, say Coventry United. Here's Gorman. Long range pass. Brennan's the intended target. Nodded on by Brennan. Here's Ryan Evans. Back to Brennan. Will he try one? It's Brennan. Oh, it's gone through the hands of Rich Morris. He's just able to keep it away from the line. Rich Morris really should have had that one under control. He was able to take the spin off the ball, take a little bit of power off that shot, just enough so the ball wouldn't go over the line, but you expect Morris to do a little bit better with that one. Well, Lewis Rankin with the crossing opportunity from the left-hand side with this free kick. A few options at the far post, including Reid, Prinzel and Cox. It's a low one. Well, it would have been an easy finish. Oh, Rob Prinzel with a follow-up, fired over the crossbar by Craig Reid. It came to Prinzel, and in that sort of position, you'd expect Prinzel, if he got on target, he probably would have gone in, but Craig Reid firing over the woodwork with a follow-up attempt, and Quorn can count themselves lucky after that one.
Whatever will be, we're going to Wembley. Que sera, sera.
Here's Tom James. Launch it down the right hand side. They want Rankin to get that hat trick. Here is Rankin in space on the right hand side of the box. May look for a cross. Finds Woodward. A cross. Craig Reid! Oh yes! Oh yes! He's finally got that goal. Powerful strike from Craig Reid. By stopping for the one to try and he hasn't been finding the net recently. Last couple of games have been so frustrating for him. He's had chances, he's been denied from brilliant saves, but that was unstoppable. 1-0, Coventry United 5, a real feel-good moment for Coventry United and for Craig Reid. Barnett to Reid, spins away from Gorman, through ball, it's Mitch Piggin, he's onside, Piggin takes it around the goalkeeper, it's Piggin's side netting. The angle just a little too tight for tapping. Sandu. Will he strike one? He will! Tipped over the net by Rich Morris. A brilliant save from the Coventry United number 1, and Sandu from the bench giving Quorn probably their best opportunity of the second half. And Morris has to have his wits about him to keep that one out. By the way, a message from our chairman here at Coventry United, Peter Remembrance, said that I promise to stay away if we score 5 every week. But we'll see what happens next week. Barnett. Oh, what a run. What a run. Barnett. What a run. Oh, inches away. Well, Lewis Rankin was chewing his nails on the bench there, thinking whether his goal of the month was going to be taken away by a surging run from Kyle Barnett. Luckily for him, the shot didn't go in. But what an effort that was from a centre-back in Kyle Barnett. Bit of Richard Keogh-like run there for any Sky Blues listening. So it will be left to either Craig Reed or the new boy, well, new boy / old boy, Jack Jade, returning to the club. His first appearance for nearly 2 years for the Red and Greens. And returning from Bedworth United. The referee's having a quick word with the 4-man wall, and Craig Reed is going to leave it for Jack Jays. Can he cap off his return to the Red and Greens with a goal? It's Jays. Oh, he's come off the crossbar, and Poku can't get to the rebound. Oh, what a way that would have been to announce your return. It's still alive with Mitch Piggin, cleared by Olcott after a throw-in. But Jack Jay's almost cracking the woodwork with a stonker of a free kick. An inch or two lower, and that would have been a spectacular 6 for Coventry United. Sandu, will he strike one? It's Sandu! It's palmed away well by Rich Morris, and the rebound has come back to Sandu. Try to get it to Evans, and the job is finished by Mosley. Nash United on the attack. Jays, through ball looking for Aaron Apoku. It's blocked, but it's come back to Chris Cox. Jack Jays, straight dribble. It's Jays! Oh, wow! How many brilliant goals can you fit in a match? Well, I've lost count, so answer on the postcard. Welcome back, Jack Jays. After 2 years away, he's back with a vengeance. Now Quorn on the search for a consolation goal, and a great save by Rich Morris once again with the feet. He's even kept it in. Well, Morris isn't too happy the Quorn man was allowed through the defence so easily. He did very well to keep it out, and to be fair, the last 2 FA Vase matches, Rich Morris has been in brilliant form, making some superb saves in a dramatic game against Lutterworth, and seemingly holding down his clean sheet against Quorn today, and deservedly so. He's made some brilliant saves. An opportunity for Brennan to whip one in from the right hand side and take away that clean sheet. Sandu, and another point blank save from Rich Morris. How does he do it? That headband gives him special powers. Quorn have fallen as quick as the temperature here at Farley Way. A comprehensive victory for Coventry United. 2 goals in 2 minutes was the sign of things to come for the Red and Greens. Does Wembley await? Who knows? But it's a good start. The 3rd round draw will feature Coventry United. The final score at Farley Way, Quorn AFC 0, Coventry United 6.
Yeah, the good results keep coming as far as the Midland Football League are concerned. And Walsall Wood faced higher ranked opposition at EML Safety Stadium when Hull Beach United were the visitors. Here are the goals, courtesy of the Wood TV.
We'll go about lads, right? Go down straight down and go around to the return here, lads, right?
Turn around that way. Come on, boys. Have a good one. Just me. All the best. Have a good one. All the best. We got to get Yes, come on. Good, go.
Nine away. Do it, Tolly. 9 away. Too easy, Can't be aware there. With that. Can't be aware there. Hit the balls. Yes, two. There we go. Jack, go in for that.
Stay switched on, come on!
They were talking about it.
No, I don't give a fuck! Work harder!
We're not.
Get it,
Come on, fucking second.
Right, no. Shine, Lewis, come on! Pasha, nice and tight. Hold it down there, Pasha. Hold it, boys! Get him top, get him top, get him top! Yes! Yes! Hey!
Unlucky, T! Unlucky!
Dude, get out of there. Bottom where you are. Jacko!
Same option! Swift, are you there?
Yeah, got it. Yes. Yes.
Freeze on!
New one here.
Racing Club Warwick are another Midland Football League Division 1 side through to round 3. They were at home to All Sager Town. Here are the goals, courtesy of Peter Ray.
Crosses kick, and that's well controlled by Cole, using Slevin. Lots of space on the right hand side for Taylor. Low pass towards Kavanagh, lets it go. Cole gets in, there's a chance on the right, there's a right foot shot and it's in! A brilliant finish by Church. Hard and true into the left corner, and Racing Club Warwick race into a lead. Ball for Lennon, takes it down on his chest. Good experience by him, of course, but he's lost possession, and there's the foul, but it's been played on. Kavanagh trying to stay onside, but there's a chance now, surely. And the goalkeeper's got a hand to it, but it's in, and it's Luke Cole. He was actually onside. Kavanagh held his run too, and the visitors are now 2 goals behind here at Racing Club. And they've got an awful lot to do. Keeper was unfortunate, got a touch on it, but couldn't quite stop it from crossing the line. Right side corner for the visitors. Looking to get back into this game. There's the corner. It's a header, and it's saved on the line, and it is in. And I think it's Cobley who's got it. Cross made the initial save from the header, and now then, there's a chance for All Sager to pull back in this game.
Elsewhere in the FA Vase, I've already mentioned that Wolverhampton Sporting Community are through to the next round. A great win over Rugby Town, 2-2 draw at Pride Park on Saturday. Then they went to Butling Road and won 2-0. Goals courtesy of Angelo Franco and Dimitri Dunkley, and they face it. That's a cracking tie, that is, against Shipshed Dynamo. And probably one of the performances of the round, Hinckley AFC beating Mansfield AFC, or AFC Mansfield, at St John's Park. Big win that for Hinckley. Into the Everstick Premier Division now, and only a handful of games this week because of the FA Trophy, but there are two standout results. Haleshoe in town drawing 0-0 at home to Shore Lane. High-flying Shore Lane. Good result that for the Yelts at the Grove. And what about this result from Marston Road? Stafford Rangers 0, Rushall Olympic 4. Yes, Liam MacDonald has got something going there. That's 9 points out of 12 for the Picks, starting to move up the table too. This weekend it's bottom versus top as Sutton Coldfield Town host Altrincham. You can't really see beyond an Ulster win there realistically. Elsewhere locally, there are home games for Stafford Rangers, for Hensford Town and for Haleshoe Town. Into the Everstick South, Baseford United continue to fly high at the top of the league, but what a great win for Romulus, who beat Stocksbridge Park Steels 3-2 last weekend. A few new faces at the Roms seems to have made quite a difference. This weekend, a couple of games to look out for as far as I'm concerned anyway. Alvechurch at home to Sheffield, and how about Newcastle Town versus Baseford United? I think that could be an absolute cracker. Baseford in great form. Can Newcastle get something out of that? You know what? I think they might. Into the Total Motion League now, starting with the Midland Football League Premier Division. Coventry Sphinx have continued their great form. Another good win for them, winning away to South Normanton Athletic. And no, Marcus Tudgay didn't get a hat-trick this week. Sphinx winning that one 3-2. Now, Roster and Loughborough University fought out an entertaining draw at Hillsfield. Let's hear the views of Roster manager Dan Martin, who was speaking to Sam Goldsworthy.
Okay, so I'm joined by Dan after today's 2-2 draw with Loughborough Uni. So Dan, do you look at it as a point gained or two dropped?
I said in there, I think we were a better team on the full 90. I thought we stopped them playing, but I set out to the response that happened the previous game when we played them, where they lost 5-1. So my lads knew they had to be up for it. They've brought a different team to what I was expecting, but they get a pick of so many players.
Yeah.
So they were still a good team, but my lads were on it from the start, and we were pushing right to the end then, and we were looking out to get the 3.
Yeah, so what do you make of the continued fighting spirit not to give up after, especially the second goal when there was a bit of controversy behind it?
Well, that's the thing that I said. That's the first thing I said. I love the team spirit here. That's what I built, and that's what we strive to keep going when we've had our bad times. And I knew we can get through them. We're undefeated in 2 games now, so it's a nice little mini run we're on. But no, I didn't see the goal. The second one's a bit of a scramble. Froggy's got a horrible gash on his eye and his face. So the studs looked up, and my lad's saying it wasn't over the line, but they would say that, but I can't stay from where I was.
True. And how good was it to have players like Scott Wesson back made available for
Yeah, Scotty, I had a chat with him on the phone. I wanted to be involved. He's a midfielder, the different midfielder that we haven't got, and he came on and he did very well, and it's nice to have him back after a long layoff.
Of course, and obviously 2 really good goals from Alan, and especially Eric Graves getting his first goal for the club.
Yeah, it was a great ball in by Bromers. It's taken a long time to get him in, but no, it was a great finish. And then Graves, he does what he does. He's a fox in the box, and he comes up with a very big goal. He's a big player for us last week, and with him in the team today, we're only going to get better.
Of course. And of course, Wolves schedule's on Tuesday. I guess a bit of a distraction to maybe progress in a cup competition.
Well, yeah, it's that. My main focus is the league. The lads that have not been playing will get a start in that game. So I want to see how they're doing, and they do well, they keep the shirt. So just because you do well doesn't mean I won't drop you and stuff like that. So the lads know they've got to be on it in every single game to get a starting shirt.
Of course. Thanks for your time, Dan.
Thanks.
Boldmere St Michael's have had a real upturn in form. Last weekend they hosted Heanor Town. Here are the highlights courtesy of Town TV.
Wearing purple, and goal number 1, Wayne Wine.
Boys! I know!
That's why he plays for Renew.
Well, I'm here with manager Glenn Clarence and assistant manager Steve Hamilton and Paul Postlethwaite following the 3-2 defeat at Boldmere St Michael's in the Midland League Premier Division. And Glenn, It's always a disappointing way to lose a game, in virtually the last kick of the game. What do you make of the performance and the result?
Yeah, disappointed with both, Chris, to be honest. Disappointed with the performance and the result. Having said that, I thought they were a good side. They were, well, that shows how good this league is, because although we were depleted, we had some big players missing today. Don't want to make excuses, but they were as good as anything we played, I think. And the chances we created, we didn't put them away. I don't think we were as much as a threat going forward as we have been. And one of the goals is very cheap. We should do better with that. Well, having said that's probably a bit of a fluke. That's probably going too far. But yeah, it's a disappointing result. And I think we can play a lot better, and I think we can work a lot harder. And I think we have played better, and I think we have worked harder. So it gives us options going forward. Tuesday night and for the next few games, a couple of players coming back, people who aren't available today coming back, and we might have to shake it up a bit. But yeah, no, it's not as if we've come in the dressing room saying you should have beat them, blah blah blah. I thought it was a proper ding dong battle, end to end, and I can't really criticise us for the goals we've conceded, other than one which is a fluke. But yeah, I think we could have worked harder at least.
Okay, and Hamo, Glenn touched on it there. We had a few players missing today. How much of an effect did you think that had on the game?
Well, of course it has an effect, but I still think we put enough out there to compete and win a game of football. And I think you only take that view when you look at the table and you see that Boldmere are 2 or 3 from the bottom and we're high up there. It just shows what this league's about. I'll tell you now, I don't give a damn at any stage who's bottom of this league. They'll come and give you a contest, and they've done that.
Right now, Liner. Yeah, I'm really
You know, it's one for the purist. Is that pitch? You know, you're not got to worry about a bobble, and they had some very good players, some very good attacking players, and I thought they were a decent side. You know, the league doesn't tell a true story if that's how they play every week. But in answer to your question, players missing, yeah, of course we've got players missing, and it does that. But today the game only sparked to life for me at about 65-70 minutes, and then all of a sudden it's the Heener Town that I know and have watched for all of this season, because we came to life and we looked threatening. To get done in the very last minute or last kick of the game, whatever you want to call it, is always. But we've done it to other people. We know how it feels. We had chances. We had a couple of chances in the first half. Just highlights how you have to, you do have to take your chances. But I thought it was a decent game of football. But I'm disappointed with. We had a decent start, but then we just dropped it to a level that nothing was really happening for us, and I don't think we recovered it back until we made a few changes. And then I was pleased with what we saw in the last 20 minutes, other than the final. The final thing that happened when the Glad's got a flick on it, end up in the back of a net. But it is what it is. Well done to Boldmere. It's a good statement for this league, because I thought they looked a decent side.
And Pos, not only did Boldmere score a last-minute winner, but they also came out and scored a very early goal in the second half. Did that change the game plan right at the start of the half?
I don't think it changed any game plan per se, but goals change games, Chris. And if you go one behind, you have become a little bit more open. But we certainly didn't come here to sit behind the ball and try and nick a 1-0 away or come for a 0-0. we go to every game where we want to score more goals than the opposition. Yeah, we like to keep clean sheets. We've been keeping clean sheets well, but we've been making chances. So to go 1-0 down showed a little bit of character to come back. But I think Amo touched on it. We weren't anything like what we should have been until 60, 65 minutes. If you take the first 10 minutes out, where we might have had 1 or 2, probably should have, until that 60, 65 minute mark, we were poor. Credit to Ollie Naylor for that, because I thought he made a big difference coming on. But again, as I look around the side and I keep looking, I can't think of many players that were outstanding today. We were probably full of 6s and 7s out of 10 today, whereas before we've been 8s and 9s and 10s. So I think we can take a lot from today, and we've learnt a lot, and the lads can certainly do much better, and we'll have to do much better on Tuesday night.
And Glenn, we've got 2 very difficult games at home coming up in this week. Shawbury on Saturday, Coventry United on Tuesday night. How important will the fans' backing be on those 2 games?
Fans' backing is always important, Chris. And they can be some of the best fans in the league locally when they get behind us. But I think it's important to remember where we've come in a short space of time. A lot of young lads playing, exceeding expectations, and I'd just like the fans to remember that and be mindful of that and back them and get behind them. But the lads have learnt that lesson today, that when they drop their levels and don't do what they've done to get in the top 6 of this league, pushing with games in hand to go even higher, this is what happens. So yeah, we always appreciate the fan support, Chris. And Coventry United, I'll tell you now, are a top side, and we've got a couple of players missing, so we'll need the fans to get behind us.
Okay, we look forward to the game on Tuesday against Coventry. Thank you.
Well, game of the week this week in the Midland Football League Premier Division has to be Highgate United at home to Worcester City. Highgate, not Worcester, out of the Vase last week, a game at the Victoria Ground. Chance for Worcester to gain revenge, but both of them are really in that pack pushing for a top 3 place. Bromsgrove Sporting face Lowley Quorn. You would expect Sporting to win that one quite comfortably. Leaders Colesville Town travel to Loughborough University, and that all depends on which Loughborough turn up. A very, very good side on their day. And second place Sporting Council have the relatively short journey to Lytown. That could be a real feisty affair. Into the Midland Football League Division 1. Standout week for Leicester Road. 2 great wins for them. Beating the leaders Studley last weekend, and then another good week in midweek, thumping Lichfield City. Really on a push now at Leicester Road near the top of the table. Heath Hayes had 2 contrasting results. A 6-0 away win. Blimey, they do score some goals, don't they? And then lose 4-1 at home to Inkley in midweek. But Heath Hayes are the entertainers, aren't they? Walsallwood are now just 2 points off the top. They had a 6-0 win away at Brockton on Tuesday. That's 11 goals without conceding in the week. They're going to take some stopping on the wood. Chelmsley Town travelled to Bowlhall Swifts last Saturday. Here are the highlights, courtesy of the one and only Mr. Mark Brooks.
Okay, we got Mario with the corner for Swifts. Can they take advantage of this? Wayne has come up. The great Daniel Wayne. It's towards OB. Oh no, it's Busby. That's a good call from Busby. And Danny Getliff. Oh no, it's unlucky. Aaron O'Neill chasing. Only as far as Mario. OB. Oh, good turn. Oh, he's done well. Oh, great save by Kelly. Aaron O'Neill. Daniel Wayne with the free kick. Floats it up towards Obi. Obi gets the other one. Mickey Blow. Oh dear. We've got a free kick to Chelmsley Town in a dangerous position again. It's a low one, and Dom Cotter does well. And shooting opportunity. Ooh. Gotta be careful there. And oh, it's just wide. Corner. It's a low one. Oh, no. Oh, and they scored. And Chelmsford Town take the lead. And, well, Swifts need to up their game again. Townsley attacking. Full-back does well. Spreads it wide. Good error. Oh, good save by Cotter. And Bowlaw, can they clear it? Rogers with this throw-in for Swifts. Ollie Sorenson's in there. Wayne is in there. OB. Even Thomas Busby. In it comes. Wayne. Oh, OB. Oh, it's a great save from Kelly. It's a corner. Oh. In it comes. Good ball by Mickey Moore. Danny Wayne. Oh, he deserves a goal for his play. He's been brilliant. Ball comes back in. OB. Oh, and good defending.
Here the St John's welcomed Coventry Alvis to St John's Park in midweek. Mark again was on duty for Jumpers for Goalposts.
And it's Clement. Oh, he's done well. Yes! It's a goal. It's Doyle. Oh no, the liners give offside. And it's Benji. Oh, it's a nice ball through by Wheelie, and it's Simeon Colborne. Yes! Simeon Colborne. Well, he is quality, isn't he? And it's now 1-0 to Hever St John's. Good run by Clement. Oh, it's nice. Can Simeon Colborne? He's in again. Go on, Sim. Oh, it's wide. It's wide. Oh, dear. And, well, he's unlucky. No. It's Doyle. Oh, it's Benji. Go on, Benji. Yes. And Benji makes it 2-0. He'll have another good finish. Simeon Colborne get there now. It's Doyle. And it's Clement. Oh, he's done well. He's done really well. Oh, it's a great save from Treegarth. What a brilliant save. Oh, to Wheelie. It's a lovely ball. Yo! Simeon. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. I can't believe it. Oh, my God. Oh, dear, oh dear. Oh, it's the worst miss I've ever seen. Forward to Benj. Oh, good play by Benj. It's Simeon Colborne in again. He's got to go on his own. No one's there. Simeon still. Oh, is it the post? Oh, you can't believe it. Oh, dear. Really throw in towards Benj. Oh, he's done well. Oh. Dear, oh, dear. Oh, I love it. Here's Simeon Colborne. Oh, it's a beautiful touch. And can he finish this time? Oh, no. And, oh dear. Another chance goes a begging. Free kick to Hever. It's going to be Wheelie with it. Captain Thomas Wheel. Oh, it's a great goal! Oh, it's 3-0. Captain Wheelie. And every time Brooksy comes here at St John's Park, we have a Wheelie goal. Okay, we got Wheelie again. This can't happen again, there's no chance. Oh, what a good save. Super save from Treegarth. Clement into Wheelie. Oh, Wheelie, have a shot. Oh, no. Oh, Wheelie's got it back. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Colborne, and it's been, and he's... Oh, it's a nice ball down the line. He's onside. It's Simeon Colborne. Can he score? Yes! And Townsend makes it 4. And super work from Simeon Colborne. The two Simeons working well together. Wheelie. Oh, Simeon Colborne. Oh, it's lovely. It's Ben Minchell. Go on, Ben. Oh, I didn't. Oh, it's a goal. I didn't think that was offside. And Well, another horror show from the linesman, Stephen King. Oh, Townsend does well, and it's Simeon Colborne. Still Sim. He's in. Still Sim. Oh, he's missed another. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, God. Oh, Sim. Cross. Comes back post. Can Elvis get this consolation? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's cleared the 18-foot conifers. Well.
This weekend in Division 1 of the Midland Football League, Heath Hayes versus Wusselwood has to be the standout fixture. We also see a number of top versus bottom clashes. Hinckley at home to Stafford Town, Leicester Road at home to Coventry Alvis, and Studley at home to Brockton. Now into Division 2 of the Midland Football League, and the big game last week went the way of NKF Burbage, who won 2-0 at Montpellier. Smithswood first got back into league action with a 4-3 win at Droitwich Spa, and don't discount Smithswood for getting into that promotion mix. The game of the week this week pits two really improving sides against each other at the ML Safety Stadium. Pelsall Villa may still be bottom, they are picking up points consistently, while visitors Fairfield Villa come to the game on the back of a 7-2 cup win last weekend. Into Division 3 of the Midland Football League, only one place to start last weekend, and let just take this result in. GMP Sports 14, Leamington Hibernian 0. That's a clear message, if ever I've seen one, to the rest of the league, that they intend to keep top spots. It was a big win too for Continental Star. They won away at Castlevale Town. That eased them away from the bottom two. It's bottom versus top in Division 3 this weekend, with Castlevale welcoming GMP to the Vale Stadium. I can't see any other result than a GMP victory. My game of the day, however, sees Inform AFC Solihull. They host Bartistry at Tudor Grange Leisure Centre. Solihull going for their 5th league win in succession. As usual, there are plenty of reserves and under 21 games this weekend. Let's see highlights from last weekend's game between Alvechurch Reserves and Gresley Reserves. Coverage from Lewis Glennon.
Oh! Yes! Oh! Oh, gotta be! Hey! Come on! Jeez.
Get in. Lovely. Ah, yes, that quality that is, mate. Oh, that's a great pass. Go on. Come on, go on. Go on. Yes! Get in there. Yes, ah, that's class, that is. Well done, lads. Out. Come on. Come on, Ethan, get in there. Come on, get on the end of this. Go on! Good lad! Come on! Well played. Come on, well deserved. Excellent play. Good, out. Go on, yeah, go on, get it in. Go on. Go on. Oh. Go on, Heath. Oh, great goal. Play, game over, 4-1. Yeah, he's got Alice. Well played, Church.
Into the West Midland Regional League now, starting in the Premier Division. Congratulations to Wellington Amateurs. Wellinghams got their first win of the season, 2-0 at home to Dudley Town. Ellesmere Rangers stopped in their tracks last week, losing 3-0 at Wellington. That's Wellington in Hereford rather than Wellington in Shropshire. Wolves Casuals scored 6 at home to Smethwick. Game of the week this week sees Malvern Town hosting Wolves Casuals. That should be an absolute cracker. Both sides in great form. I expect plenty of goals there. Into Division 1 of the West Midland Regional League. I'm going to start with the goals from Darlington Town's trip in midweek. They went to the Mark Webster Community Stadium to face Atherstone Town in the JW Hunt Cup. Commentary courtesy of Mark Brooks.
Mitch Thompson. Nice ball, it's Quinn. Oh, it's a great goal. It's Ryan Quinn. An absolute sublime finish. And that has taken early lead. Okay, so Danny Harris, Mitch Thompson. Here's Eggy. Eggy looks up. Oh, it's a lovely deep cross towards Norton. Yes! Oh, line now. Well, when the ball was actually played, I think Norts was well onside. Yep. There he is. The fan there. And we got Mitch Thompson with the corner. It's a deep one. Oh yes! It's Kai Green! Oh, that's a popular goal down here at the Snake Pit. And the youngster, I'm sure it's his first senior goal for the club. Well deserved. He's been fantastic. George having a few problems. And it's gone in. And Darlaston have pulled a goal back straight away. It's now 2-1. Addis moving the ball around nicely. Mitch Thompson down the right for him. Iggy goes for the cross. It's a beautiful one. It's Norts. Oh, good save. Norts again. Oh, and it's unlucky. Spillage. Alex Norton helps it on. It's lovely. It's Mitch Thompson. Still Mitch. Oh, beautiful. Oh, and Norton drags it wide. It's a good Addis move, but they've got to take more of these chances. Spillage. Now it's Norts. Oh, it's beautiful ball, Luke Shorthouse, yes! Absolutely brilliant by Norton, and Luke Shorthouse deserves that. He's worked so hard tonight. Good lad. 3-1 now to the Adders. It's a nice ball down the line towards Norton. Oh, the defender's missed it, it's Norts. Can he get his goal? Oh, it's side netting. It's still 3-1. Comes to Mitch Thompson. Yes, Danny Harris. Now it's Willow.
Overlap again.
It's Danny Harris. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Luke Shorthouse just over. Okay, we got Mitch Thompson. Still Mitch. Village. Mitch Thompson again. Oh, he's unlucky. Oh, good ball. Oh, it's Quinn. It's a nice ball towards Luke Shorthouse, but it gets cleared. Village does well. Here's Danny Harris. It's a good effort. Oh, and tipped over. It's a corner. It's going to be Mitch Thompson with it.
Yeah, Mitch Thompson's taking this one.
It's a good one. And yes, Norton's got his goal at last. It's 4-0. Lovely corner for Mitch Thompson. And Adders at last are on the score sheet this half. Here come the Adders. It's Quinn into Tomo. Mitch Thompson. Oh, good ball. It's Harry Walker Donovan. Oh, it's a nice touch. Puts it in his path beautifully. And it's still here. Oh, he's just sealed it over. Danny Harris with the throw. Here's Mitch Thompson. Back to Danny Harris. Oh, he's megged him. Oh, I love it. Still Mitch. Still me. Oh, ref. Yes, got to be a penalty. Yes, without a doubt. Okay, we got Alex Norton with this penalty. Can he make it 5-1? He does. He grabs himself a brace as well. Is Harry Donovan? Oh, it's a lovely ball, Nort. Oh no. Ellis Whitelaw, yes! Ellis Whitelaw gets the goal. Absolutely fantastic. The youngster deserves it. He's been terrific since coming on. It's 6-1 to the Adders. He did get it's only a slight deflection, wasn't it? So fantastic. Comes in. It's Nort. Dougie. And Dougie, oh dear.
Back to the league, and Darlington were beaten for the second time this season by Wem Town last weekend. 3-2 the score there to Wem. Worcester Raiders were held 0-0 by Telford Juniors, which meant Newport Town closed the gap at the top. They're really on a charge. They won 6-2 away at Busselholme. This weekend, game of the day is leaders Worcester Raiders. They're at home to 5th place Wem. And with Worcester only drawing last week, this could really upset the apple cart into Division 2 of the West Midland Regional League. The game at the top of the table ended in a 2-2 draw between Seek Hunters and Wolves United. Seek Hunters still have a 9-point lead. Warstone Wanderers may be a team to watch. They won 5-1 away at Ludlow. They've got 3 games in hand, and although they still wouldn't close that gap completely if they won them, they're going to be there or thereabouts. And a great result for Wondervolts as well. 8-1 at home to AFC Bridgenorth Development. This weekend, it's top against bottom. Again, seems to be like that right across all our leagues. Seek Hunters facing AFC Bridgenorth Development at home. My game of the day is at Bewdley Town. Bewdley Town Reserves versus Wondervolts. Could be some goals in that one. Reached the end of another show. Very different this week. And thanks again for tuning in. My apologies to Seek Hunters, but we will be there with a nice feature on that club next weekend. Please send in your clips to us. You know where to send them by now. content@jumpers.football. The more, the merrier. I'm going to leave you with 2 choices for goal of the week from me. The first one comes from Tom Wheel, a cracking free kick for Heather St John's. And how about that goal from Jason Cowley in the FA Vase? It's the pass, it's the cross, it's the header. Until next week, ta-ra.
Kick to Heaver, it's going to be Wheelie with it. Captain Thomas Wheel. Oh, it's a great goal! Oh, it's 3-0. Captain Wheelie. And every time Brooksy comes here at St John's Park, we have a wheelie goal.
Oh, John. Go, boy. Go, John. Go forward.